Do you have retirement income and you don't know if you can get a loan? Well, guess what? You can. So I get calls all the time from financial planners, insurance agents, realtors, clients, all who have clients who want to know if their client would be able to qualify for a mortgage with retirement income, or what is retirement income, right? So lots of different sources. But I will tell you, there are so many ways to qualify for a mortgage if you are retired that might even be out of the box and you may not even be thinking about them. So obviously the most basic incomes when you're retired are your Social Security, so SSI. Some people get a pension, and some people might have some sort of a retirement plan. But the other thing that I think a lot of people don't think about is either money under management, so investments where they get dividend and interest income, and that can actually be used for qualifying, or they have an IRA that they are able to use. So you just have to be 59 and a half to be able to draw on that IRA without penalty. Now that doesn't mean you won't pay taxes on those draws, but you will not be penalized for withdrawing that money on a monthly distribution basis for income qualifying for a mortgage. So sometimes we have a borrower who has a lot of money sitting in an IRA. They're not even thinking about the fact that they can tap into that IRA and create a monthly distribution stream if their other income, let's say Social Security or pension or whatever, is not enough to qualify for the mortgage that they would like to qualify for. So what happens when they set up this distribution stream? Is it forever? Will it hurt them? Will they dwindle away their assets? No, not necessarily, because you can actually set up an income distribution stream for the purpose of qualifying for a mortgage. And if you want to later down the road, even in a few months, if you wanted to cancel that distribution, you actually can do that. So to qualify for a mortgage, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac say you have to set up the distribution stream and receive 1 month's payment. That's it. So lots of times we have people with a lot of money sitting in that IRA. They have not set up the income yet. They really don't need it. They're living just fine without it. But now they want to buy a home or do a refinance, and they don't qualify for the mortgage without some additional income. So what we do is we facilitate helping them get that set up with their financial planner or advisor, or wherever their fund is. And then as long as we have that set up, we can now use that income for qualifying. And again, the borrower can always turn around and cancel that down the road if they choose to do so. How is that taxed? Well, typically it's at about a 20% tax rate, but it's not taxed at the time the money comes out, usually. What you usually do is set that up as a tax payment that would be due at the end of the year when you file those taxes. So for instance, if you set that up like in 2021, then when you filed your taxes in 2022, all income received for this year would be claimed on that tax return. And if it threw you into a tax bracket, or depending on who's doing your taxes, would determine at that point how much taxes you might owe on those draws. If you only drew for say 3 months or 6 months, you would only pay a tax based at usually 20% tax bracket on those draws. That's it. And again, sometimes you have other write-offs, or you may not have made enough for the year, or whatever it may be, to have to pay very much in taxes at all. So if you're retired and you're wondering if you can qualify for a mortgage, and you have your eye on that home, or you'd like to do a refinance and you didn't think it was possible, give us a call. We'd love to help you put together a strategy and show you a way to make it possible to get to the place you'd like to get to, whether it's a purchase or refinance, with your retirement income. Michelleoddo, the Oddo Group, give us a call.